Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Here's what Seattle has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
Some might look at this schedule and already mark off how many wins they'll get, but I think that's a mistake. You can never take a night off in the NBA. Even the ones you think will be easy are tough.
And now the opening lineup for Seattle. They've got Thompson, and it's Anderson in at the 3. And for Atlanta, Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Alexander Walker and Rizache fill out the perimeter, and it's Young in at the point. Well, we've got some games behind us now, Doris, and at this point of the season, what has caught your attention so far?
I mean, for me, BA, it's always about what players have made the leap. Which ones have refined their games by the hard work they put in the offseason. And for me, boy, a number of guys have really taken big steps.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Now here's Johnson. Turned in an outstanding game against Milwaukee. And the shot's good.
And whether he's the ball handler or screener, Jalen Johnson loves to operate pick and roll.
Going inside, here's Levins. Uses the glass on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
All right, Graham, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
Anderson for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
And in that game, it wasn't just the starters who played a big part. They got a ton of points off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
Now here's Rizache. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. Kicks it out to Anderson. From downtown, Jefferson, good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Rizache, a go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. Knocks it down from distance.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Harrison, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Alexander Walker, the pass to Young. There's the screen by Johnson. Young inside. It's tipped. They retain possession. The 3 from Rizache. The rebound by Harrison. For Seattle, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Yep, that one goes.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
There's a screen by Johnson. Rizache, no good.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Here's Levins. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. Seattle making a switch here. And a moment to check in on the rookies with the best shooting percentage in the last month. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Kennard for three. Anderson pulls it down. Seattle leading by 4. Thompson in the post. Defended by Porzingis.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Daniels with it. In his last outing, 8 points for him. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Well from outside. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at Seattle. They've been outstanding halfway through this season, looking cohesive and playing for one another.
Well, right now for the Supersonics, it's impressive how well they have played. I mean, some teams need more time before they start clicking, but not them. They were ready from the beginning.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
Oh, got that one up quick.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Daniels finds Porzingis. Shoots over Thompson. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Daniels.
Well, the ride's on fire. In the in-between game, Kristaps Porzingis, very solid.
Oh, hey! How about that?
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
Driving to the basket. Levins gets the bucket.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass. So important.
And so it's Seattle, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be right back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Seattle.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
And Seattle, looking at who they've got Alec Burks, and it's Galloway in at the 4. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And a fast break now for Atlanta. Now here's Daniels. Pass to Porzingis. From outside the arc. Seattle pulls it in. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
As they say, live by the 3, die by the 3. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The 3 ball too critical in today's NBA.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave a team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
So he gets them both.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
Out to the right wing. Here's Reynolds. Nails it from 3. Reynolds has got 5 points.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Daniels passes to Krejci. Kennard for 3. And the three-pointer goes. 5 points in the game.
Well, Kennard loves and relishes the opportunity to come back with his triple.
And Seattle calls time here.
Timeout awaiting. Here we go, fans. Right now are your ATL dancers.
Seattle making a switch here. Looking at the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been outstanding at creating offense through their defense. Atlanta, second.
And if you turn the ball over when you play this team, you're going to regret it. They just have a knack for knowing how to capitalize off other teams' mistakes.
Pass to Harrison. Here's Jefferson. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Young, he's checked in for the Hawks.
Now, if you're running for your Hawks, number 11, Trae Young.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Krejci, the pass to Young. Pass to Krejci. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. 5 to shoot. Here's Daniels. The rebound by Harrison. Seattle leading by 8. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. There's a screen. Pass to Dermonenko. And Porzingis with the block.
Oh, that is a big-time block from KP. How about that rim protection?
Kept alive. Johnson for 3. The shot no good. The Supersonics have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Jefferson. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Jalen Johnson.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. Risache comes in for Krejci. And it's Alexander Walker in for Daniels. Here's Young. Knocks down the step-back J.
And the defense has to be more aware, or else Young will stick them from the mid-range every time.
Out to the wing. Here's Jefferson. Hits the trifecta. Jefferson's got 5 points now this quarter.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
On the wing, Risache. This one for 3. Seattle pulls it in. Levins got 4 rebounds now. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Malik.
Thanks. Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. BA, back to you.
Okay, Ali, thanks for the report. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And Young isn't just a scorer. He also takes pleasure in creating opportunities for others.
And Seattle calls time here.
Timeout awaiting. All right, everybody, let's get
And Atlanta making a change here. Porzingis has checked in. Seattle making a switch here. .127 left to play in the first half. And he drives in, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And Young has got the ball here for Atlanta. Down by 12. And this matchup with Seattle, it's their first meeting of the season.
They would love to face this team more often. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Well, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Seattle has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Here's Thompson. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Thompson's got 8.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Outside, Alexander Walker. There's Young with the 3. Seattle pulls it in.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
To the right side, pass to Levins. Off target with the 3.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Outside, Alexander Walker. And here's Rizachet. Outside Young. Fearless from Young inside. Kicks it out to Anderson. Sinks it from distance. Anderson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And a deep 3 from Young. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Seattle, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm joined now by Coach Quinn Snyder, and they were giving you some trouble in transition. How do you slow them down?
Well, I think we had a couple early where we were in good positions. We just didn't make the right read, and that's the biggest thing. But more than anything, whether it's a make or a miss or a turnover, we just got to really sprint back and be urgent.
The sense of urgency is key. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly, here's an update on how the dunk contest contenders are shaping up. Kenny, if I remember correctly, you participated in the dunk contest in back-to-back years.
Oh, well, you know me well, Ernest. I was runner-up to Dominique Wilkins in 1990, which I think puts me right up there as one of the best dunkers ever in the entire world that ever competed.
Stop playing, Kenny. Not even close. You know they wouldn't let me compete, right? They were afraid I'd tear down the basket. Again.
Big fella, I would give you a 10 for that, Shaquille Cornelius. And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Supersonics.
They're completely in sync. It's like D's hive mind out there. Hear him, Kenny? Bzz, bzz.
Yeah, great passing, but much better in your bumble suppression.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Rizachet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Trae Young. And it's a Kongwu in at the center position, filling out the middle. So that's the Hawks 5. Jefferson pass to Thompson. Kongwu with the rebound. Hawks trail by 9. Pass to Young. From 12 feet, Seattle pulls it in. Harrison's got 4 rebounds now. Thompson goes in, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Johnson finds Young. And it's Young again missing. Seattle leading by 11. With the drive, Levins. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And with a moment here, let's see the league's top scorers. Trae Young, 4th.
He's proven to be an essential part of their offensive efforts, always playing hard on that end and ensuring they come up with points.
Here's Young, 12 points for him. Outside, Alexander-Walker. Johnson passes to Alexander-Walker. Young from long range. Second chance shot. And a Kongwu with the lay-in. Kongwu's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Offensive rebounding, a big part of the game right now. Teams love to send extras to the glass.
Outside Rizachet. Left side, Alexander-Walker. There's the screen by Johnson. Fires the 3. Thompson pulls it in. And so Thompson will bring it up for Seattle. He can't get that one to fall. Outside Rizachet. Launches a 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here he goes. Good on the shot. Thompson's got 12 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment, you play the right way.
It's another big night for Trae Young, a relentless scorer, constantly testing your defense.
Here's Levins. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Hawks trail by 13. Outside Young. No good from outside.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Jefferson. Oh, throw it down!
Can you say elevation? Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Atlanta's gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the 3rd. The shots just aren't falling. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. The Hawks star Trae Young and Coach Quinn Snyder are both very close. Young said that's the type of relationship we have. It's not forced, it's just genuine. We both want to see each other succeed, and we know we need each other and everybody else around us. Guys?
A good partnership. Thanks much for the report, Allie. Pass to Rizachet. Back to Kongwu. There's the steal. And they're on the break. The finish! Boom! He jams it straight down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So Seattle going with almost an entirely new group here. Here's Kennard. He's got 5. Pass to Porzingis. Driving inside. Up and in on the layup. Porzingis has got his second basket of the night.
Wow, Kristaps Porzingis puts the ball on the floor, gets right to the cup.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. The 2K leaderboard showing us the best free throw shooting teams in the league.
This squad will punish you every time you let them get to the line. It's something they've worked on as a team, and now they're reaping the rewards.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
One thing you have to love about Spencer Dinwiddie is his confidence. Here's a guy who knows he belongs, and he's proving it with his play night after night.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Hawks trail by 17. Daniels outside. Back to Porzingis. Anderson against Daniels. Porzingis for 3. Dinwiddie with a rebound.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Anderson for 3. And again, it's Seattle missing. Here's Krejci. Anderson covers. Daniels outside. Here's Porzingis. Okay, do it, KP.
At that range, it is about finishing strong. You can't hesitate.
And so it's Seattle, up 15 points as this quarter concludes. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to that big lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Seattle, looking at who they've got Spencer Dinwiddie, and it's Levins in at the 1. Dinwiddie passes to Reynolds, kicks it out to Dinwiddie. On target from range.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie is very capable from deep. Don't let him get hot now.
Hawks trail by 18. Kennard outside. To the wing, right side. Right side, Porzingis. Seattle pulls it in.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Dermonenko, that's good. Dermonenko's got his first points of the game.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Daniels outside. To stop the run, here's Porzingis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Individually, he's trying to lift the team. You've got to love the effort, but thus far, not getting over the top.
And Seattle calls time here. substitution here for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. Risache comes in for Krejci. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Kennard. And it's Trae Young in for Daniels. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Down low. And he dunks it down.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Outside, Alexander Walker. Johnson passes to Alexander Walker. Now here's Young. Fires for three. And that's a foul called on Onyeka Okongwu. That's foul number 2 for him. Seattle leading by 22. Pass to Jefferson. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Alexander Walker. He drops it from range.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep. If you leave him that open, my goodness.
Here's Levins. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Pass to Okongwu. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into 2? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Let's take a moment to check out our player of the game.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
I'll tell you, this team depends on him to lead them, and he did just that tonight. He doesn't take this responsibility lightly. You could tell it was important for him to grab a win here. Pass to Daniels. Into the lane. Newell from outside. Seattle pulls it in. On the wing, Thompson. Newell pulls it in. Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Krejci. Anderson covers. Krejci, the pass to Wallace. That won't fall. Can't drop his first one.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Levins gets the bucket.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Supersonics.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
Thompson with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
Teams first.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. So Seattle going with almost an entirely new group here. Both free throws good from Thompson. Man, they're just getting run over right now.
And you can really see they're starting to show some frustration.
Pass to Rizache. Here's Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Seattle pulls it in. Thompson attacking and out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
Number 13, Johnny Galloway.
And Atlanta has possession. Young looking for an opening. So we see Seattle get the win here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And time now for our player of the game.